Hi, everybody. I just wanted to go over the lesson of the day for Tuesday, April 7th. So, welcome back for another day. I'm glad you're all here. And today we are not live as a whole class. You're just doing the daily question, watching the video, and then checking in with me if you have any questions. My live will be on all day. So, we're going to try it this way. Again, I'll take attendance through the daily question and then some of the items that you're working on today. You can do them anytime throughout the day. So, yesterday we did vocab.com. We did the Bill of Rights words, and these were the difficult words. So, I wanted you to practice the Quizlet just for like 5 minutes. Go in and work on redress, enumeration, seizure, construe, infringe, disparage, affirmation, and abridge. Those were the words that were hardest for vocab yesterday, just to familiarize yourself with some more difficult words. And so work through those just for about 5 minutes today. That would be awesome to open up that Quizlet. A reminder is that your weekly reading doc. So remember, your weekly reading doc is in the independent reading folder. And the independent reading folder has all of our different things for distance learning, your weekly reading activities. So that document is due on Friday, but you can turn it in early if you want. And that is due for parts 1, 2, and 3. Not the whole document, just 1, 2, and 3. So purple, the purple part, then the pink part, and then the brownish part. Okay, so those 3 parts are due for this Friday. And again, you can turn them in early if you want. Just submit them on Schoology. And then parts 4, 5, and 6 are due May 1st. And then 7, 8, 9 due May 22nd. Okay, so only the first 3 parts are due by Friday. You can submit them Friday if you want. You don't have school, but whenever. Okay, so anytime Friday or before. So that's the weekly reading doc. Days 1, 2 of the poetry doc. That's this poetry document that's in the blue folder on Schoology. This is due Wednesday. So you were just reading the poem, The Highwayman. You can find the link here. So once you open up that link, you actually have to open right here where it says Teachers First, The Highwayman. So you open the poem there, and then you can advance the poem right here. So you're going to read through that poem and find out what it means to sacrifice for somebody that you love. And I wanted you to think of a time you made a sacrifice and what is a sacrifice. Okay, so find 2 more similes in the poem, 2 more metaphors, alliteration, onomatopoeia, and then you're creating your own metaphors, dark ones and bright ones and happy ones. Watching the video Schmoop. Okay, so take a moment to watch this video about theme, because you have to be able to do theme for your final project for poetry. So know what theme is and how to apply it. And in this story, I typed these in here, kind of by accident actually, that with love there can be suffering. That's a theme of the poem, the lesson to be learned. Sometimes someone dies for someone they love. Sometimes there's revenge when there's jealousy. So that's another theme, is jealousy brings about bad situations sometimes in love. Paradox is the other term that you have to be familiar with for 9th grade. And that's when something is truthful, but it's kind of contradictory. And the paradox in the poem is blood, the idea of blood being a symbol for life, and blood is also a symbol for death. So that is the paradox in this poem. Other examples are, if I know one thing, it's that I know nothing. So that's like contradictory. It's saying you don't know anything, but you know one thing. So that's contradictory as well. So think about paradox. Another one, save money by spending it. How do you save money by spending it? Save big money at Menards. I think that's it. This is the beginning of the end. I can resist anything but temptation. So those are all called paradox. They're truthful, but they're contradictory in their statement. You can practice any of these links down here for paradox, mood and tone, figurative language. Those are all concepts for ninth grade that you need. So this document is due on Wednesday during your class time, because I'll be correcting it during your class time on Wednesday. So please turn that in on Schoology. So that's the poetry doc due in the blue folder. There's no school Friday, of course, and Monday because of Easter time. So that's that. And I just kind of put here on the slideshow how you can reach me. Remember, I'll share this slideshow in the folder for the daily slides on Classroom, on Schoology. So remember, you always do the daily question, watch this video, which you're doing now. So good job. Daily slideshow, and then this is our poetry folder. So very good. If you didn't turn in All About Me assignment, that's also here. That was due last Friday though. But you can still turn it in, but you got to let me know if you turn it in on Schoology so I go looking for it. What else? Today, 2 tasks. Besides the poetry task, that's one task, is to get your poetry completed, the document for tomorrow, for Wednesday. But you need to go right now onto newsela.com. And I want you to read the article, Singing in Metaphors. Okay, so read that article, Singing in Metaphors. And then I want you to think about figurative language in that story. Here's your login codes if you didn't get them the time when we signed up for News ELA. So you can go there. So reading, singing in metaphors, and then complete the quiz. You don't have to do any of the short answer for now. Just the multiple choice or the short quiz. So that is your first task, News ELA. Then completing your poetry document, this one, and submitting that on Schoology. And let me know if you have any questions about that poem. And otherwise, pretty much today is News ELA, and then working on your poetry document, and then, of course, completing your daily question in the folder, that yellow folder, watching this video, which is in the next folder, and then be familiar with the theme through that Shmoop video, practice paradox on that little Quizlet that I had, and working on your poetry document for days 1, 2, which that document is due on Wednesday. Okay, so those are the things for today. Chime in on the live if you have any questions. And thanks so much for being here and watching, and we'll see you soon online. See ya. Have a great rest of the day.